everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm Tara with Pieces of Tara Artistry. It's been a while since I've shown my face, and I have a lot of new subscribers that maybe haven't seen some of my older videos, so I just wanted to say hello. I'm Tara, and this is my art studio that you're in today. I have been doing a lot of rearranging lately, and I wanted to just give you a quick tour of my studio while it's cleaned up and ready to go. It's kind of been a work in progress for about a year now. Actually, probably a little over a year. Just trying to change things up a little bit and getting organized, and so I'm finally to a place where I am pretty comfortable with my section so my studio is in the basement, so it's split into two, and this is my section here, and then we have a whole other side that has our laundry and just storage. So I'm finally to a point here that I'm liking what's going on, and I'm happy, and I've got everything pretty much all on this side that is all my studio. So I thought you're gonna see a couple of things. You're gonna see the hot mess that it was, and then I'm gonna show you, give you a tour, but I'm also gonna show you how I built very quickly. It's a time lapse, a resin area that I've been wanting to do resin for a long time, but I have been very hesitant because my basement is very dusty. I have dogs, so their little hairs fly around, and so it's hard to, even in my paintings, I'm constantly picking hairs out of it. Not to mention my own hair, I've got a lot of it. So yeah, I have been hesitant to do resin, but I did build myself a little cabinet. I saw on YouTube another gal, she built this cabinet that had like plastic around and had like this magnetic tape on the front flap so that you just pull it up and it magnetizes down all the way around, which is really cool because then you get a really nice seal on it, and then you don't have to worry about things floating around too much. So that's what I have been doing, and I've been spending quite a bit of time just reorganizing down here. So I am not painting today. I'm just going to be showing you my tour of my studio. If you have any questions, please let me know. These shelves are really popular. A lot of people want to know about them. I will put a link to them in the description box, and I'll give you a little bit of an explanation where I get them in the video. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been so supportive. So yeah, I'm so grateful, and I just wanted to let you all know that. So I am going to take you into the studio now. Okay, you guys are coming into my messy world right now. I have to clean out these shelves and make it my studio more workable. So I just bought these shelves, and I am going to do a time lapse showing you how I'm going to make this piece here into an area that is more workable for resin pieces. So I'm going to cover it around, so I'm going to show you a time lapse of that. But yeah, this is my hot mess of a studio right now. This is not something I normally show people, but you guys are getting a glimpse of my mess. And then once it's all situated, I am going to do a studio tour, show you all what I'm doing and how I'm set up. And it's normally not this bad. I've just been out to the store, got some pieces, and moving stuff around and trying to get this situated over here. I had a table over here that I took down because, as you can see, my basement floor here, there was some water coming in, and I had these canvases all sitting on the ground, as well as these ones, and the boxes were damaged, water damaged. Thankfully the canvases, only one of the canvases was damaged, but I had to get them off the floor. So I am rearranging things, and so this is what I came up with. And I saw a YouTube video showing how to make this piece dust free, so I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes. So I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So here it is, it's all done. So you can see I put that magnetic tape down the side. I put it on the bottom as well. And then up the other side. And I taped up on this top part. And so then I can just actually grab this on an edge. Oh. Okay, maybe not. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Okay. So just grab the edge and you can pull it up. I can pull it up on top and just pull it down, and it's all set. There it is. I hope it works. I'll let you know as soon as I try it out. And I will show you when this studio is not super messy again. All right, y'all. Okay, guys, welcome to my studio. So I thought today I would give you a tour of my studio. I haven't really had a chance to paint much lately because I have been busy organizing and trying to get my basement in order so that I can feel better about painting. So I wanted to tell you, so what prompted this whole organization was I had a table that sat over here and somehow water got underneath of it, and it had a bunch of boxes of canvases that I had bought in bulk because it's cheaper that way. They had gotten mold underneath them. And when I discovered it, I ended up having to take everything that was on these shelves over here and moving it to my other side of my basement. And it was kind of just a lot of like crock pots and stuff that you don't use every day, but that you kind of want handy. So I actually got another shelving unit. I put it on the other side of my basement. And I took all of my canvases that were in those boxes and put them up here off of the ground. The rest of them are under here still, but they're at least off the ground now. So I've got myself a little bit organized here. I've got some smaller canvases there and some bigger ones here, and then some picture frames there. And at the very top, I think I've got like a couple of round canvases up there. Here's some more taller canvases on this shelving unit over here. And then these are all my my pieces that I've not sold. So I found this picture foam stuff at Lowe's. And so I kind of wrapped them all so they could stand up. And so yeah, that's how I've got them over there. Yeah. And then, yeah, these are some bigger canvases in here. And some boxes and my tripod and a little tiny easel down there. Yeah, so these are some just miscellaneous paintings that I have to still wrap up, that are available if anybody's interested. Just email me. This here is the first Dutch pour, actually the very first fluid art I ever did. My dad and I did this 2 Dutch pours, so I was super excited about that. So I had them on a shelf and I'm kind of rearranging, trying to figure out what to do with them now. So then here's some coasters I've been kind of testing the bloom on. That was in my last video, that was the failed bloom. And then I think I might, of these coasters, they're wooden. I did prime them with Kills too. So I'm thinking I might do a dip or something with those. I'm not really sure. So there's my junky basement floor. So here, what we did is, I don't know if you guys can maybe see that. Yeah. So we were at Menards and we saw this gym floor, and I was just going to put it around my table just to kind of help with my back a little bit, because of standing, and the floor was so cold. And it ended up not being terribly expensive. So we decided to do like this whole section of the basement in my studio. And then we kind of stopped here because we had some other stuff back here, but now I think I might just do it down the center of this just to kind of make it look a little nicer. But yeah, that's what the whole floor used to look like. And now it looks like this, and it's so nice. I can't even tell you guys how great it is. It's very soft and it warms it up so much more. And then I put my little space heater on down here too, and it's really cold, which is pretty much from November till May. That'll be running. So here's some tripods that I use. This is a shelving unit that has just a lot of like miscellaneous stuff. So this is a painting that my little niece Bailey did, so that's really cute. So I've got some miscellaneous things here. This is a tablecloth, like a roll of tablecloth. So this is the stuff that I will be using to do a pearl pour. There's that Artist Loft soft body, that's the 2021 version. There's the apple barrel paint behind that and the paint booster. So that'll be in a new formula coming up. This is just a deep base bare that I have decanted into this container because it's a lot easier. These are bigger containers of paints that I have already pre-mixed. So this is like Amsterdam White. I just usually will mix a bunch of it because I know I'm going to use it. This is Interference Gold, and then that's Prussian Blue. So yeah, I just have some miscellaneous tools, my remote for my TV that just gets played constantly while I'm down here. Here are all my satin enamel paints that have their drips. A couple of them, like these ones, I mixed by themselves from scratch, but the rest of all of this is just drips. And you can see I get some pretty cool colors. There's like a minty green. That's kind of a peachy pale color. Lots of blues, lots of grays. So yeah, so I reuse those. I do strain them, and I'll show you what I use for strainers in a minute. And I do have a video that shows how I strain my drips, so you can check that out. I'll link it above and in the description. These are all my little dollar store containers that have just miscellaneous stuff, paintbrushes, cups with lids, framing, hanging, little small 2-ounce bottles, all my utensils. So yeah, that's just a bunch of stuff. And then these are where I keep all of my containers that I am reusing. So I'll usually rinse them out and reuse them for something else, to hold paint or whatever. So I got my lighting, my TV again, a little tiny tripod. Here's a picture of me and my hubby before we were married, just before. And obviously my trash. I do have this rolling cart. I'm going to try to switch here. This rolling cart, it's got like everything on it. It's super overloaded. I need to go through it. A lot of cups and water and scrapers and hair clips, tweezers. So yeah, lots of stuff there. My scale is on the bottom there, and my gloves, stuff like that. But that cart needs to be gone through. This is where I keep all of my big canvases. So I did just go and restock because Michael's was having a sale again, and they have not run sales lately. So I did restock, and so I'm all set. Anybody wants a large commission, let me know. Okay, that's a swipe I did quite a while ago. It didn't get it on camera, but I really loved it. So it's hanging in my studio. These guys here, this is where I get a lot of attention, is my paint racks, my shelves. So these are great shelves. You can see they're not super deep, so you can see all your paints really well. I get them at Hobby Lobby, and each individual unit is, I think they're $50 each, but every other week they go on sale for 50% off. So I spend like $25 on each of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have 2 more over here, 7, 8. So yeah, and I have my paints all separated according to brand, PBO and Deco Art, and I got some Porch Posse paints there. I got Art Alchemy there. I just got some pigments, so TLPs, this little piggy pigments. Got my Modern Masters there, and this was my very first paint set, Arteza, that I ever used. I still have some. Golden, got lots of golden because I love them. They're perfect for Dutch pours and pro pours. Some more Arteza down here and some folk art. And I don't use these Artist Loft paints very often, but I do have them. And then of course, all of my Amsterdam paints, I love them. And this here, you're gonna see, I'm gonna be doing a review for Hippie Crafters paints and resin, so that'll be coming up. Here's all my Floetrol and my golden gloss medium. I use that a lot for the swipes. I like that. That is not the color pouring, gloss color pouring medium. This is just the gloss medium. So I'll move over here. I've got some more pouring mediums. So I've got the mix, some Australian Floetrol that I just got in the mail. They were having 20% off sale, so I got a couple of bottles of that. I got my golden GAC and my color pouring medium all down there. Oh, this is a painting that I did back in the fall, my falling leaves. So these are a couple of things I got at Michael's. They're little spinners, so they spin around here. And they hold the 2-ounce bottles of paints. So I got a lot of Deco Art, and these ones are all golden on this side, the small bottles of golden that I have. And then those are all, I think, Deco Art, Extreme Sheeting, or Folk Art, I think. Some tools. Got lots of tools. My torches, paintbrushes, my push pins, my little thing of Floetrol. These are all my cell activators. This is what I use. I just decant. Half of this is either GAC 800 or color pouring medium, and then the rest of it I do Floetrol. Mix it all up. That's my pouring medium that I use mostly. These are all just little decanted GAC 800s, color pouring mediums, stuff like that. And my 2019 Artist Loft that I have left. Some more pouring mediums and things that I keep there. Not alcohol inks. These are acrylic inks and some other pouring mediums. This guy here, I just got from Arteza on Black Friday. It was like, I don't know, they're 2-ounce bottles of the pearl paints, I think. Yeah, pearl. So all sorts of pearl colors. 14 of them. I got them for like, I don't know, like $14 or $15. It was nuts. So I thought I'd give them a try. So down here, I had a bit of an explosion with my blue paint one day. But this is where I keep like my tape, my alcohol inks. So all of my tape is in there. Alcohol inks are over here. Heat tools, so those are down in there. Yeah, just my bottles, my plastic bottles that I use are there. Some puppy pads there. And these are the strainers that I use. They're from Harbor Freight. They are, you can get like 100 pack for like 15 bucks. It's really, really inexpensive. So that's what I use to strain my drips. My large level. I do have a small one for smaller canvases, but I use that big one most of the time. All right, and then I've just got some more miscellaneous stuff on this cart. I got all my spray varnishes. There's varnish in the back there, mineral spirits and alcohol. These are all of my puddle paints and Dutch pour paints, so that I have already pre-mixed. So yeah, those are all that there. I feel like there was something else I want to show you. Maybe over here. I don't know, did I show you? These are my hands-off handles that I got, and I love them. I just put them on these little command hooks and hung them up. They just kind of get them out of the way. And my apron, I got a couple of aprons hanging around here. A couple of more cute paintings, watercolors from my nieces, Kendall and Bailey. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I do have, so this is my junky paint chair that I sit at when I usually mix paints. So I usually mix up my paints there, and then I watch my TV over there. And then down here is my air compressor that has my airbrush attached, and my puppy beds, because I like them to come down and hang with me. My hair dryer that I normally use has got a power strip, so I usually will plug in all my stuff. Got my chargers for my iPad and my phone in case I need them. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So here it is again. This guy over here, all that. Oh, my spinner is there too. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's my studio. Yeah, thank you guys for being here, and hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you like what you're seeing, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. And I'll just see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.